All right, welcome back, you guys. As you guys can see, the 2000 lifted Excursion is up on jack stands. Tires are off, even the wheel well is off, the apron I guess you can call it. And it's all because one of the major problems with these F250s, 350s, Excursions, you name it, all of these will eventually leak from the exhaust manifold. So this is pretty much, you know, it. You have to take off the exhaust manifold with a bunch of broken bolts, and some of the studs are still in there in the hole, like this one. Studs still in there, and then a couple of other ones in the back. Mostly they're going to be in the back, but the front ones, sometimes it just breaks off. I just wanted to show you guys some of this, and sorry I couldn't get the rest of the stuff in the video. So it's basically, you know, just I started off with the passenger side because that's the one that's kind of prone to this happening to. And I'm just about to drill this stud right there, and this bolt I need to take out. The rest came out pretty easy on this side, but I'm gonna have to do some of those extraction and drilling and extracting and drilling again. There's about 6 of them, and you will need definitely one of these sockets. It's a 1/2 inch, and what these are the I guess the rounded off extractors. So basically some of these things, some of these nuts are going to be rounded off like that, and these sockets are really good for extracting those. I actually bought a whole little set of these from Amazon. They're pretty cheap. I think they were like $24, but yeah, so we're gonna get to it and I'll show you guys as much as possible. But in case you have to do this, hopefully you guys never have to do this, but knowing these cars, like I said, these trucks, they're prone to these problems. And I have both of the manifolds off. There's one, there's the other one. Since this was the side that was leaking, since I was doing all this job, I just went ahead and ordered some new bolts, studs for the whole thing, for the whole both sides, and I'm going to change all of them, so might as well just do it now, right? And I just basically took one by one off. Like I said, broken ones here, a few broken ones on the other side, and I'll show you guys as much as possible of the processes. But right now the fun part begins, where I have to drill and pull out all those broken ones. Alright guys, so I did some drilling, and you're definitely going to need a 90-degree drill. I mean, these things are like $60 to $80, I think. Got mine pretty cheap. But I mean, you're gonna need some really tiny drill bits, sorry. And these extractors, I have these are the reverse extractors, but what I end up using, and thanks to another YouTuber out there, the Two Guys Garage, I believe it's called, check them out, awesome guys. This little thing right here, which is the Torx, or the Star, some people call it, I use this to extract. Now I'm going to show you guys what I did. So I basically drilled a hole, tiny little hole into the stud, and I made it large enough for a T15 Torx socket, and I put an adapter. Basically I got it on a ratchet. Now when you guys see, as you guys can see, let me see if I can zoom this thing in. So, and hopefully you guys can see that stud coming out nice and clean. And I didn't have to make a bigger hole, I guess, you know, drill it out bigger than that. But yeah, it actually worked out really good, so thanks to the guys. And I'm pretty sure there was a couple of other people that have tried this, but I saw that video and I had to try it on this one, and I think I'm definitely going to be doing this for the rest of them. And After that, there it is, nice and clean. Stud is out, everyone. There you go. Now I got 5 more to go, so we'll go ahead and get that done, and we'll see if we can get those new ones coming in pretty soon, and we'll put those back in. Now we were working on the manifold, exhaust manifold. Took both sides off. Parts did come in a little late, but whatever. So I got all the parts here. We got the gaskets, we got the new bolts for the downpipes, and the new bolts and nuts for the exhaust manifold for both sides. And I just went ahead and prepped this side already. The passenger side gave me a lot of trouble. One of the bolts, the main one that caused the leak, was the problem, and that thing would not come out. I had to drill it out, but other ones you guys saw, I used some lubricant and the extractor sockets to get those out. Those came out pretty easy, but like I said, the passenger side was a big pain in the butt. So we're gonna go ahead and get that thing prepped up too, but just wanted to let you guys see what I've been doing. And next thing, we're gonna pretty much get the surface prepped up, and we'll install the stuff back. Here's the passenger side I was telling you guys about, and this one was the main cause of the leak, and this thing was just stuck. I don't know if the last guy welded this thing in there or what. It would not come out. I had to drill it, and I kind of went a little overboard, and hopefully I didn't mess this thing up. I'm gonna have to find a way to kind of cover that up and still put the bolt in there, the new bolt. So hopefully I can manage to get that thing done. It's my first time doing this thing, but it was a pain in the butt, like I said. So definitely check these out if you guys are in the market for one of these, the F250s, F350s, Excursions. Check the manifold, you know, exhaust manifold. It's just sound like, you know, obvious leak, and you'll see blackening all around this area of the exhaust, especially on the passenger side. So hopefully I can get that thing fixed, and we'll put the parts back together, and we'll bolt them up. Alright guys, just a quick info on what I've been doing. I guess an update in this video. I prepped the surfaces on both sides. Like I said, if you guys don't see the downpipe, I did take off. I had to take off. It was unplanned. So I had to take off the downpipes over here because my mistake, I did not cap them when I was working on the other parts. And what happened was this little screwdriver fell right through here. It went all the way down this pipe, and it got stuck right about there. And I tried with the magnet, tried to take it out, do all of those things. It will not work, or it would not work. So I basically had to take off the downpipes, and there's 3 bolts, and that gave me the hardest time because all of the bolts will round it off, and I had to go and get one of these sets of extractor set, rounded bolt extractors, which is a pretty good set, and I'm actually thankful that now I have this. I got a set of them, now I have them in my toolbox, because I did not. The ones that I did have were these ones, which works but not as well as these, or even these, the rounded or the squarish looking ones. And I did needed some deep ones because of these bolts. You know, they were pretty in, and they were seized, all of them. So as you guys can see, that's how bad they were, all of them. So, and actually here's another one. I used a vise to take that one off, but now everything's prepped. I did get a brand new gasket for this as well. So here's that new gasket that's gonna go on, and after I put this back in, then we're gonna go and start putting the exhaust manifolds back on. So just a quick update. Alright guys, so I'm down here. You guys can see down pipes are back in, or down pipe is back in. New bolts, just put some washers in there, and there goes that new gasket. Cleaned out the surface pretty well, so this should hold good. Cleaned out the oxygen sensors and put those back in. And next thing, we're gonna go ahead and move back up and start putting the exhaust manifolds with the new bolts, new nuts, studs, all of it. New gasket as well, so it's gonna be next. Alright guys, so you guys saw both of the sides are all done, and here goes that manifold there, and I did the downpipes both of sides, and like always, obviously the other side is already done. Goes that new manifold with gaskets, not new manifold, old manifold, but new gaskets and everything. Downpipes in, and I connected the battery. Let's go ahead and give it a quick start. I just want to see if there are any leaks or anything. Sounds about the same. Now, one thing you're gonna notice, I'm pretty sure there's going to be, since I sprayed this thing with a lot of lubricant and cleaning spray, whatever it is, you're gonna probably see some smoke, and it's just those things getting burned off of all the metal pieces. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna see some smoke, nothing yet, but let's check out the passenger side, the problem side. Yeah, I don't see smoke yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to see it. So pretty much next thing I'm going to do, put the tires back on, put the aprons back on, and take it for a little long test drive, and we'll see how this thing came out. So it did take me a long time. It was my first time doing this thing, so hopefully I didn't mess this thing up instead of fixing it. So I'll probably give you guys an update in the next video. I guess this should be it for this one. Any questions, comments, leave them down below. You know what to do, and thanks again. Like always, we'll see you guys in the next one.